work. If you've got property, whether it's out in the country or suburbs, and you need anything related to dirt done, you need it moved, built up, dug out, a pond, a lake, clearing, site prep, culverts, building pads, erosion control, you name it. Yes, Daniel Dean, land clearing and dirt work, he can do it. 281-356-DIRT.
/matching. Mavericks were down 21 at 97-76 on a 12-1 run right now with 8:51 remaining to cut the deficit to 10. At 98-88, Denver with the ball. Shooting to our right. Smith in the middle of the floor. Jokic back in the game. Smith behind the back to Jokic. The foul line, left elbow, hands off Caldwell Pope. Back to Jokic, and the floater is good with a foul on Wood and a chance for three. And that's what you do when you want to end the run. You go to your superstar.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he's got so many ways to finish. That time, little floater.
His first points of the second half. He's only taken 8 shots. He's 6 of 8 from the floor. 1 of 2 for the line. And got the foul shot. 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists for Jokic tonight. And Denver now by 13, 101-88. McKinley Wright bounces left to Pinson on the handoff to Hardy. Fake right, go left. Keeps the Joe, finds Wood at the foul line. Right corner to Lawson, back to right, from right to left. Protects the ball on Smith. To Wood stepping back for a right wing three, and he got another one. Christian Wood. He's got 13, 11 here in the fourth quarter. 11 of Dallas' 17 points. Here's Jokic in the lane. Another floater. This one's no good, and Lawson with a rebound for the Mavericks. Here comes McKinley Wright. Full flight up the left side. Turned back by Christian Brown. Keeps the dribble, wants Wood to come on over. Goes away from the screen. Gets the double wrap around to Wood. Good closeout by Jeff Green so he couldn't shoot. Around the horn to Hardy. Right corner. Lawson for three. That's no good. Theo Pinson tipped it. He tipped it over the rim from right to left. And the rebound taken by Christian Brown. To Jokic at the top of the arc. Jokic holding on to the ball against Wood. To his left. Jump out by Wright. Diagonal right corner, Christian Brown to Jokic in the lane. Drop it off. Jeff Green underneath. Got another layup.
Yeah, nice find by Jokic.
6th assist for Jokic. Jeff Green, a 20-point game. This is his season high. His prior high was 14 against Oklahoma City. 103-91, 7:10 remaining. Hardy from left to right to Wood in the middle of the lane and to the rim. He draws the foul. He couldn't get it to finish, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot as Jeff Green commits the foul. 3 fouls on Jeff Green. And as Wood steps to the line, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Your home for Dallas Mavericks basketball. KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas.
97.1.
97.1 The Freak.
We say what we want.
Christian Wood to shoot 2. Try to make it a 10-point game again, and he gets the first one to settle home. Well, Michael Porter's going to come back in for Denver. And Bruce Brown checks in. Reggie Bullock checks in for the Mavericks. As Christian Wood will shoot one more time. Second one on the way, and that's good. 103-93, 7 minutes remaining. Jokic. Wood hawking him to the right to Christian Brown. And to Jokic. Here's the double. Kick it back out. Brown left to Green. Ball fake. Put it on the floor. Lucas back in the game too. As the ball passed to the right to Bruce Brown. Bobbled it. Recovers. Drives on Lawson. Reversing and scoring. That's a beautiful finish by Bruce Brown.
Nice job using his body to shield him.
6th point for Brown. Here is Hardy at the right hash mark. Hardy to the top of the arc and left to Doncic. Ball over his head. Luka looking. Here's Wood to come over and set a screen. Luka to his right. No look right corner. Pass deflected. Came to Bullock. Shot clock at 4. Bullock back out to Hardy. He sees the clock. He's got to launch the deep one. That's short. Long rebound taken by Jeff Green. Mavericks did not have much working offensively there. Here's Bruce Brown at the right wing. Put it on the floor. Hook it back to Jokic. Down low, Jeff Green behind him. Able to pass it back out. Porter for 3. That's no good. And the rebound taken by Hardy. Here comes Hardy up the right side. against Christian Brown, of the trailing Christian Wood at the top of the arc against Bruce Brown. Luka comes around left to right to get it. Drop it off. Nice move. And Christian Wood with the finish as he slipped the pick and got it down in the lane and scored.
Yeah, Jokic got over there late from the weak side.
17 for Christian Wood. And it's a 10-point game again with 5:40 remaining. 105-95. As Jokic will slowly bring it up. Pushes it right to Porter. To Jokic, quick move along the right baseline, whips it to the cutting green down the lane for a two-hand rim rocker.
Oh, nice no-look pass.
Unbelievable pass. What ability he has. 7 assists for Jokic. 3 away from what would be his 21st triple-double of the season. As Doncic to his right, behind the back to Wood. He'll try the 3, left of the circle. That one is short, and Jokic with rebound number 12. With 5 minutes remaining, and Denver by 12, 107-95. Jokic on the drive and take it off the floor and threw it away right to Lawson. Here comes Lawson. 100 miles an hour to the rim. That's blocked by Porter and taken down by Bruce Brown. Up the left side, Jeff Green. Right to Porter. Catch and shoot wide open 3 is good. And a timeout by Jason Kidd. And A.J. Lawson holding on to his left knee behind the play as he gets some help from Mavericks Director of Athletic Performance Casey Smith and Theo Pinson to get to the bench. 4:42 remaining. Denver 110, the Mavericks 95 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Hey, Mavs fans, next time you're at American Airlines Center, look for beers from Four Corners Brewing Company, proudly brewing in the heart of Dallas since 2012. And we invite you to visit our tap room located in the Cedars neighborhood just south of downtown. We're open nightly.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never thought I'd care about gardening until I bought a house in the suburbs. But now I find myself in conversations about liquid fertilizer, and I wonder, am I the fertilizer guy now? No way. Everyone knows the ratio between phosphorus and nitrogen, right? Yeah, I'm still totally cool.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
Hi, I'm Ryan Reynolds. As owner of Mint Mobile, I couldn't wait to make my first commercial for iHeart listeners. I thought, I'll tell them to go to mintmobile.com/iHeart to get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Then I thought, they'll never believe the owner bragging, so I'll bring on a real Mint customer who knows it's premium wireless for just $15 a month. Then I thought, how will they know it's not just me acting as a customer? Then I thought, what if they don't think I'm a good enough actor to play a customer? Then I cried and went to bed. The end.
New activation and upfront payment for 3-month plan required. Taxes and fees extra. Additional restrictions apply. See mintmobile.com for full terms.
It's that time again, that time of year when dollar wheat and clover invade southern lawns. This year, grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S and fight back. It's formulated for southern lawns so you'll get the nutrients your grass needs while also killing those pesky invaders. Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S. It's the #1 brand in the South and has the 2-in-1 to start your season off right. Satisfaction guaranteed. Scott's, it's lawn season. Pick up a bag of Scott's Bonus S today at your local retailer.
Life is full of ifs. If you see potential in every day, if you push for that promotion, and even bigger ifs like if you say, I do. If you can cash flow like a pro and get paid up to 2 days early, if you can safeguard against surprises and supercharge your savings, the if in life becomes less iffy. Regions Life Banking makes it possible. If you're interested.
Let's talk about the if in life. Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
Regions Bank, member FDIC.
First half, LA in front 53-45. LeBron's got 8 points. Elsewhere, the Charlotte Hornets send San Antonio to their 14th consecutive loss, 120-110. LaMelo Ball, 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists for the triple-double. And Boston gets a big game from Jason Tatum, 38, 9, and 7 as they blow out the Pistons, 127-109. Chuck.
Denver with a 110-95 lead with 4:42 remaining. The clock never started as the Mavericks inbounded the ball and bringing it up the floor to our left. Josh Green back in the game. This final 4:38. Mavericks deep bench making a nice push led by Christian Wood that took a 21-point deficit, got it down to 10. Jokic and Jeff Green keeping the Mavericks at bay. Here is Green to Doncic, top of the arc against Bruce Brown. Luka to his left, at the elbow, turning back right, backing Brown down, turning away, across the way, and finds Hardy for three. No good from the right wing, and Michael Porter with a rebound. Three-point shot has not been there for the most part for the Mavericks tonight. 11 of 34 from behind the line. 13 of 39 on Monday night against Minnesota. Jokic back to the basket. The cutting Jeff Green for another dunk as Jaden Hardy turned his head, and the veteran made him pay.
That's Jokic again, just seeing the whole floor.
Jeff Green, a 24-point game. Luka for three. That's good. Outside the arc, deep three, left of the circle. 37 for Doncic tonight. His third three-pointer in 7 attempts. 112-98. Jokic brings it across the line. Hands it to Brown. Jokic at the foul line. Dropped the ball, got it back. Brown comes around left to right. Luka got bumped off, and over Christian Wood. Floater is good from 10 feet. Bruce Brown, his 8th point of the game. Denver, 59% shooting for the game. 114-98. Luka puts his head down against Michael Porter. To the left to Josh Green. Out top, Hardy hesitates, now puts it on the floor. Back to Luka in the right corner. Shot fake. Porter flies by. Luka for three. Pulled the string short. And Chanchar with a rebound for Denver. With 3 minutes remaining, Denver up 16. Jokic tells Brown to clear out. Here's the double to the cutting Chanchar, reversing to Porter in the left corner. That's blocked by Bullock, out of bounds. Good closeout by Reggie Bullock. 7 seconds for the Nuggets to shoot. As McKinley Wright and Theo Pinson and Ntilikina get off the bench. And let's see, Bullock's going to leave. And Luka's going to leave. As Jason Kidd has raised the white flag on this one with 2:52 remaining. In the left corner, Brown into Jokic, back to Brown, right to Chanchar, blows by Hardy to the rim for the dunk.
Too many easy ones like that tonight for Dallas.
62 points in the paint for Denver tonight. And again, that's been a major problem of late for Dallas as Hardy answers with a three from straight away. Jaden Hardy with his 8th point. 116-101. As the Nuggets well on their way to victory number 27 at home this year. And really not challenged after the 13-2 run to start the second quarter. Jokic, the foul line, left corner. Chanchar, catch and shoot three. Short. Rebound. Porter got it. Put it back up. Wood blocked his shot. And it's knocked out of bounds and last touch by Denver. Good job by Wood to deny Porter. And here is Ntilikina to drop it into McKinley Wright as they play this one out. Mavericks will be off until next Thursday when they open a 6-game homestand against San Antonio. Right to left drive, McKinley Wright, and the little flip is good. Nice finger roll from Wright. 116-103. And here is Jokic. Chanchar left alone from three. That's no good. Short. Wood with a rebound. To the left to McKinley Wright. Toward the corner. Backs up against Jokic. Now tries to drive through the lane. Quick release. Good with a foul. Nice finish by McKinley Wright.
Yeah, I think he surprised Jokic with that little quick shot.
Yeah, I don't think Jokic was expecting a whole lot there. McKinley Wright more looking to distribute than to try to finish, but able to do it, and now looking for his 8th point of the fourth quarter. And the two two-way players have had their moments here tonight, as the free throw from Wright is good. 8 for Wright in the fourth quarter after A.J. Lawson had 10 in the third. It's 116-106. Brown, Jokic, right of the circle, backdoor. Got by Pinson, did Bruce Brown, got another dunk.
Yeah, another assist for Jokic.
And with that, that's the triple-double for Jokic. 14, 12, and 10. 12 triple-doubles in 15 games for Jokic, 21 for the season. McKinley Wright, left to right. Met by Jokic. Doesn't shoot. Back out to Pinson. Will shoot over Porter. That's off the back of the rim, and Jokic with the rebound. And a timeout taken by Michael Malone, and he'll get the deep bench into the game to close things out with 57 seconds remaining. And the Nuggets leading the Mavericks 118-106 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Hey, Mavericks fans, score big on all your favorite lottery games with the lottery app Jackpocket. Download the app today to play all your favorite Texas lottery games. Mavs fans can use the code HOOPS at.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
It looks like your luggage is over 50 pounds. Is there anything you can take out?
Oh, yeah. Let me just toss all these $20 bills.
Great. Let me grab you a trash can.
Stop. Instead of throwing money away, move some clothes into a carry-on. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
It's that time again, that time of year when dollar wheat and clover invade southern lawns. This year, grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S and fight back. It's formulated for southern lawns so you'll get the nutrients your grass needs while also killing those pesky invaders. Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S. It's the #1 brand in the South and has the 2-in-1 to start your season off right. Satisfaction guaranteed. Scott's, it's lawn season. Pick up a bag of Scott's Bonus S today at your local retailer.
But a bit on the shorthanded side tonight with Kyrie Irving sitting it out. Late scratch because of the stiff back. Luka had it going early, but did not get really any help, Brad, until it was too late.
Yeah, the bench players did a nice job for Dallas, so.
He really did. Mavericks with 48 bench points tonight. Actually, have outscored the Denver bench 48-46. Ish Smith against McKinley Wright. Pulls up from 17, right of the circle. That's no good, and Wood snares the rebound for the Mavericks. And McKinley Wright up the left side of the floor. Around the arc, played by Smith. Secondary curl by Hardy. Kick it to the right corner for Pinson. Pass behind him, but retrieves. Out to right. One bounce pull-up three-pointer is good. That's an 11-point fourth quarter for McKinley Wright. 118-109. And the shot clock off, and that will do things for tonight. As the Denver Nuggets improve to 41-18. The Mavericks fall to 31-29. And Denver, Brad, continues to be almost unbeatable in this building.
Yeah, and offensively, they had a nice game. I mean, Jokic with the triple-double got everybody involved in this game.
Yeah, and again, Denver using Jokic as that high post facilitator, and they just whirl off of him, and they get all these backdoors and dunks, and they wind up with 64 points in the paint tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. You got a guy that passes like that, you're going to make some good cuts.
And again, their bench pretty productive as well, especially Jeff Green, a season high, 24 points. His prior high this year was 14. And when the Mavericks didn't make their run to get it down to 10 in the early stage of the fourth quarter, Jeff Green with the 3 really big baskets.
Yeah, and Ish Smith had a nice game off the bench as well.
Sure did. The final score tonight, the Nuggets 118, the Mavericks 109. We'll come back, recap it for you next on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Make a fast break to Mavs games on Dart. It's all the game day action without the game day traffic. Score a three-pointer by buying a PM pass and ride as much as you want from pregame to post for just $3.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never really thought about tools until I bought a house in the suburbs. It's like this weird homeowner test if I need a tool for a project and don't have it. And my neighbor Ted loves to give me that look when I ask to borrow a pole saw. A year ago, I didn't even know pole saws existed. And now I gotta borrow one from Ted? What is happening?
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
It's that time again, that time of year when dollar wheat and clover invade southern lawns.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never thought about space in my cramped apartment, but in this house, all I see is empty space. The sofa and ottoman look like tiny islands in a sea of hardwood floors. I could get 2 ottomans in the living room, but then I'd need another sofa. I could tell people I'm into minimalism.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided in service by affiliates and third-party insurers.
It's that time again, that time of year when dollar wheat and clover invade southern lawns. This year, grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S and fight back. It's formulated for southern lawns, so you'll get the nutrients your grass needs while also killing those pesky invaders. Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S. It's the #1 brand in the South and has the 2-in-1 to start your season off right. Satisfaction guaranteed. Scott's, it's lawn season. Pick up a bag of Scott's Bonus S today at your local retailer.
In Denver tonight, the Nuggets prevailing over the Mavericks 118-109. And really, the Mavericks not providing a whole lot of resistance. And, you know, the talk about their defense and will their defense be enough with their offense being, you would think, as explosive as it should be with Kyrie Irving and Luka playing together. But are they going to guard? And that has now become a real issue for the Mavericks. And again, you're playing against a Denver team that has the best offensive rating in the NBA. They lead in field goal percentage. They lead in three-point percentage. And as they grabbed their lead tonight and built their lead to as much as 21 points, you saw all of the things that you'd be concerned about if you were the Mavericks, and all the things that have made Denver the best team in the Western Conference this season. The Mavericks had only one lead in this game, and that came early at 7-5. And ultimately, the game decided at the very end of the first quarter and into the second, as the game was tied at 25 in the final minute. Denver had a free throw to make it 26-25 going to the second quarter. And then in the second, the Nuggets really were able to take it from there as they went on a 13-2 run to start the quarter. And it was their bench. It was Ish Smith. It was Jeff Green, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, all a huge part of that. And Denver able quickly to build a 12-point lead less than 4 minutes into the quarter at 39-27. The Mavericks were able to get it down to 9 with just over 5 minutes remaining at 44-35, but the Nuggets went on a 10-2 run at that point. Michael Porter got it started, and then Nikola Jokic, who had been absolutely quiet to that point, had only one basket in the first half, really had not been looking to shoot, wound up with 4 baskets in the last 3.5 minutes of the first half as the Nuggets built the lead to 17, and that's where they led at halftime at 61-44. It was a lead that was increased to as much as 19 in the third, and actually up to 20 in the final minute of the third, 92-74 after 3. The bright spots in the third, the shooting of A.J. Lawson coming off the bench and scoring a season-high 10 points. And, of course, Luka had 11 in the third after a 17-point first quarter. He had 17 of Dallas's 25 in the first. The Nuggets got it up to 21 to actually end to get into the fourth quarter at 97-76. And then the Mavericks made it a little bit interesting because Christian Wood got hot, got on one of his heaters, and wound up scoring 15 points in the fourth quarter. Mavericks got it down to 10 a couple of times. 98-88, that forced a timeout from Michael Malone. But then Nikola Jokic came back into the game, and the offense started to whir again, and Jeff Green was coming off the screens and getting the rim and dunking the ball, and the Mavericks could not get any closer than 10 points the rest of the way, and Denver able to pull away late and get it back up to 18 before settling for this 9-point win at 118-109. So basically 9 was as close as the Mavericks got after Denver went on that 14-2 run to end the first quarter and then start the second quarter in the first 3.5 minutes or 4.5 minutes or so. Let's run through the box for you. Denver shoots 57.1% on 48 of 84. It's the fourth consecutive game and the sixth time in the last 8 that the Mavericks opponent has shot 50% or better. And again, back-to-back games of shooting better than 57%. They were 48 of 84. And Denver, by the way, 27-6 when they shoot 50% or better. The Mavericks are now 5-14 when the opponent does. Denver 11 of 31, but they were hot when they needed to be from 3 in the third quarter to extend that lead out. The Nuggets ultimately were 2 for the last 11 from 3, but again, never in serious jeopardy. 11 of 15 for the line, 73%. They had 43 rebounds, out-rebounded the Mavericks, 43-31. Only 6 offensive rebounds, but 11 second-chance points. 34 assists on their 48 made baskets, and that's all because of Jokic. And they had 13 turnovers. Dallas with 10 points off of those turnovers. 6 in double figures, led by Jeff Green off the bench. The most points he scored in a game in over a year. 24 points in 25 minutes on 11 of 16. He was 2 of 5 from three-point range. Michael Porter, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks in 33 minutes on 8 of 16, 5 of 10 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line. 10 of his points coming in the first quarter. Nikola Jokic, 14 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, a steal and a block in 34 minutes. He only took 9 shots. He made 6, 2 of 3 from the line. 21 triple. For the injured Aaron Gordon at the power forward spot, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in 25 minutes. With 5 rebounds in 14 minutes. Peyton Watson and Jack White close out the gameplay, the final minute, and do not scratch the sheet. DeAndre Jordan does not play. Coach's decision. The Mavericks tonight shot 46.4%, again, after shooting just 39% in the first half. That put them in the 17-point hole they were in. 39 of 84. They were 14 of 39 from 3. And again, much better in the second half after they shot just 2 of 13 in the first half. They were 12 of 26 in the second half, 46%. They were 17 of 20 from the line, 85%. 6 offensive rebounds of their 31 for 6 second-chance points, 25 assists on their 39 made baskets, and 12 turnovers for 15 Denver points. Luka Doncic, 37 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals in 35 minutes on 12 of 22. He was 3 of 8 from 3, 10 of 12 from the line, 17 of his points in the first quarter, 23 in the first half, as Doncic now with 15-plus point quarters, 11 of which have come in the first. His 31st 20-point half, 21 of which have come in the first half. And then the other double-figure scores all coming from off the bench. Christian Wood, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in 22 minutes on 6 of 13. He was 2 of 6 from 3 and 3 of 3 from the line. He began the game 1 of 6. And again, he got hot in the fourth, 15 of his 17 coming in the fourth. McKinley Wright, all 11 of his points coming in the fourth quarter, a season high for him, 4 of 4 shooting, including a pair of threes and 1 of 1 from the line. He also had 4 assists. And A.J. Lawson in 12 and a half minutes in the third quarter, scored all 10 of his points, 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3. Those are the 4 double-figure scores for the Mavericks tonight. Otherwise, Dwight Powell, 8 points, 10 rebounds, his second game this year with 10 rebounds or more and 2 assists in 21 minutes, hit all 4 of his shots. Reggie Bullock, 3 points in 30 minutes with a rebound and 2 assists, was 1 of 5, all of them from 3. JaVale McGee, 5 points, 3 rebounds in 10 minutes. Theo Pinson in 20 minutes, didn't score, did have a rebound and 4 assists. Jaden Hardy, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in 24 and a half minutes. And that's who scored for the Mavericks tonight, as Markieff Morris and Justin Holiday don't play. Coach's decision. The points in the paint tonight, Denver 64 and the Mavericks 38. The Mavericks have really been getting beaten up in the paint over the last several games by Sacramento and Minnesota, and now tonight. The fast break points, Denver had 19, 15 of which came in the second half. The Mavericks had 9. Denver's biggest lead was 21 points the last time at 97-76. The Mavericks' biggest lead was 2 points at 7-5. There were 2 lead changes. The game tied 3 times and played in 2 hours and 3 minutes, 19,627. See, Denver improved to 41-18, defeating the Mavericks tonight, 118-109, and the Mavericks fall to 31-29. Mavericks began play tonight in 6th place, a game in front of both New Orleans and Minnesota. New Orleans is playing the Lakers tonight, trailing by 6 early in the third quarter. And Minnesota with the night off tonight. So the Mavericks still, for the moment anyway, remaining in 6th in front of them. Mavericks now a game and a half behind Phoenix, which is in 4th, and a full game behind the Clippers. And the Suns and Clippers play each other tomorrow night in the final game before the All-Star break. Our Mavericks Chime player of the game tonight, let's give it to the two-way players. They did their part with A.J. Lawson, 10 third-quarter points. McKinley Wright, 11 fourth-quarter points. Our Mavs Chime players of the game. So now the Mavericks will scatter for a while. Luka and Kyrie will head on over to Salt Lake City for all the All-Star activities. The game, of course, coming up on Sunday night. And then they will reconvene on Wednesday and have a practice, and then begin a long homestand, a 6-game homestand that, again, could very well determine what happens here as far as the seeding and standings are in the Western Conference. And it starts out with the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs have now lost 14 consecutive games after losing to Charlotte tonight by 10. And when the Mavericks and Spurs played, the one time they played earlier this year, it took magic from Luka, 51 points on New Year's Eve, and what a way to ring out the year. And the Mavericks wound up prevailing by 1. Remember, Luka purposely missing that second free throw so that the Spurs wouldn't be able to get the ball and have a final chance to win the game. So everybody else will scatter and go maybe find some sun and a beach or wherever, and then, again, reconvene on Wednesday, play the Spurs on Thursday, 7 o'clock. Mike Peasley pregame show, 7:30 tip with Brad and me, and hope you will join us for that. In the meantime, stay tuned now for the remainder of our postgame show. Mike Peasley has the highlights from this one and the rest of the night in the NBA, and you'll hear from Mavericks head coach Jason Kidd as well. We thank our engineer, Bill Geiger, back at the studio, J.J. Jackson and Garrett Wood, as always, outstanding production work. And now for Mike Peasley and Brad Davis, I'm Chuck Cooperstein. Enjoy your All-Star break. And we will talk to you a week from tomorrow night when the Mavericks take on the San Antonio Spurs in the opener of a 6-game homestand from the American Airlines Center on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never thought I'd care about gardening until I bought a house in the suburbs. But now I find myself in conversations about liquid fertilizer, and I wonder, am I the fertilizer guy now? No way. Everyone knows the ratio between phosphorus and nitrogen, right? Yeah, I'm still totally cool.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
Are you ready for some college basketball? Are you a true Red Raider?
Don't miss any of the college basketball action this season from the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Listen each week on KFXR 1190 AM as your Red Raiders compete for a Big 12 title. Root on your Red Raiders on 1190 AM or on your iHeartRadio app. For scheduled information, visit texastech.com. That's texastech.com. Don't miss any of the action this year. Go Red Raiders.
Leftovers or the DMV
Number 97.
or house cleaning or
Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
In the drawing room, a group of suspects gathered. The detective has solved the mystery.
Ladies and gentlemen, the butler did it.
You'll never catch me. The butler darted to his getaway car. But what he didn't know is this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Wait, what?
And his car is no match for the detective's Nissan Rogue or its standard VC turbo engine. Save on one of your own at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select models. Availability is limited. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months available on new 2023 Altima, Rogue, and Pathfinder when financed through NMAC. Must take delivery from new dealer stock. 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Offer ends 2/28/23.
Opponent to shoot better than 50%. Nuggets a 57% clip tonight. Jeff Green with 24. Michael Porter Jr. with 22. Nikola Jokic his 21st triple-double. 14 points, 13 boards, 10 assists. For the Mavericks tonight, without Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic did the brunt of the scoring. He had 37. Christian Wood added 17. All right, let's check out the second half highlights. Mavs were down by 17 going into the third. Tried to chip away early on. Josh Green would knock down an early three. Then we had this nice pass from Luka to Dwight Powell.
To Powell, back to the basket, not looking to shoot. Luka comes and gets it, moving left to right. Luka met by Jokic. Nice drop off to Powell, lays it up and in.
Mavericks were down 62-49 after the Nuggets built the lead up to 17. A.J. Lawson getting some minutes in the third quarter, and he made the most of them.
Here's A.J. Lawson, the right wing, off a feed from Doncic for three. That's good.
A.J. Lawson would score 10 points in the third quarter. That three-pointer brought the Mavs to within 14. Later on, Dwight Powell, he does a lot of his scoring right there in the paint, but here he would knock down this mid-range jumper.
Hand off to Josh Green, to the flashing Powell. Luka overplayed by Caldwell Pope. Powell can't get it to him. Shot clock at 3. Powell's got to shoot it to the top of the circle, and he makes it.
Dwight Powell, a perfect 4 of 4 from the field tonight, had 8 points, 10 rebounds. Mavs were down by 14, but the Nuggets would stretch their lead out to as many as 20 late in the third quarter, led by 18 after 3, 92-74. Lead grew to 21 points early on in the fourth quarter, and A.J. Lawson had the hot hand for the Mavericks in the third. McKinley Wright had the hot hand for the Mavericks in the fourth.
The rebound from the left corner taken by Ntilikina. To Pinson, cross-court right to left, and McKinley Wright catch and shoot 3 is good.
McKinley Wright, 4 of 4 from the field in the fourth quarter, including knocking down a pair of three-pointers. He had 11 points. Right there, that was part of a 9-0 Mavericks run. After the Nuggets made a free throw, Christian Wood kept the comeback going.
Right side of the floor to Hardy, top of the arc. Theo Pinson left of the circle. Right side, Christian Wood. Catch and shoot 3. Got it.
That was a 12-1 Mavericks run. They were down 98-88. There was still a lot of time left. In fact, it was still a 10-point game with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. But the Denver scored the next 7 points. They went up by 17, and Mavericks never made a threat after that as the Nuggets go on to win this one tonight, 118-109. Much more to come in our post-game show. We'll hear from Jason Kidd on the latest loss. Plus, check out a busy night in the NBA. We also have our play of the game for you, and we'll look ahead to the post-All-Star break schedule a week from tomorrow when the Mavericks are back home to host the Spurs. Stay with us. All that and more still to come here on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or extra.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
It looks like your luggage is over 50 pounds. Is there anything you can take out?
Oh, yeah. Let me just toss all these $20 bills.
Great. Let me grab you a trash can.
Stop. Instead of throwing money away, move some clothes into a carry-on. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
Are you ready for some college basketball? Are you a true Red Raider? Don't miss any of the college basketball action this season from the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Listen each week on KFXR 1190 AM as your Red Raiders compete for a Big 12 title. Root on your Red Raiders on 1190 AM or on your iHeartRadio app. For scheduled information, visit texastech.com. That's texastech.com. Don't miss any of the action this year. Go Red Raiders.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
AT&T Fiber presents a straightforward moment inspired by straightforward pricing.
And now we just cube the pancetta as such.
So what's on the menu tonight? This carbonara I found online. It's fire. You gonna love it, Mom.
I hope you hold on to this AT&T Fiber, son. It's nice.
Yeah, you should settle down now that you're a gagillionaire. Oh, I am. I finally found the one internet I've been looking for my whole life. So no more one-year stands. No, I'm done with all that. With AT&T Fiber, there's no price increase at 12 months.
What about equipment fees?
Nope. Those were never any good for you. Exactly. But now everything's completely straightforward. Well, in the spirit of being straightforward, I never liked any of your old ones.
Me neither.
Blah. Y'all never told me that.
But we're being straightforward now, which feels good, yeah?
Yeah. Now let's get straightforward about that girl he's been seeing. Straightforward is better. No equipment fees, no data caps, no price increase at 12 months. Live like a gagillionaire with AT&T Fiber. Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
Out Kyrie Irving tonight due to low back stiffness. A lot of the offense falling on the shoulders of Luka Doncic, and Luka would put up some big numbers tonight in Denver.
And came up with the steal. Here comes Doncic the other way. Luka on Caldwell Pope. Steps back from the right wing, shoots the three. Got it.
Luka 3 of 8 from 3, 12 of 22 from the field, 10 of 12 at the free throw line, had 37 points to go along with 9 assists, but it would not be enough as Dallas falls in Denver 118-109. Luka Doncic, though, is tonight's player of the game. All right, to tonight's NBA scoreboard brought to you by Lexus. Just one other game happening right now. 5 minutes into the second half, the Lakers leading the Pelicans 65-63. LeBron James back after a 3-game absence with ankle soreness. Right now, Anthony Davis, 13 points, leads the way for the Lakers. The Hornets beat the Spurs tonight, 120-110. LaMelo Ball, a triple-double, 28, 12, and 10. Spurs have lost 14 in a row. Bulls had a 24-point lead at the end of one quarter at Indiana and lost. Pacers score 75 points in the second half to beat the Bulls 117-113. Philadelphia gets 29 and 14 from Joel Embiid. They hold off the Cavaliers 118-112 to stop Cleveland's 7-game winning streak. Knicks get 28 points from Jalen Brunson to win at Atlanta 122-101. Celtics get 38, 9, and 7 from Jason Tatum. They beat the Pistons 127-109. Mikal Bridges at career high 45 points, helping Brooklyn beat Miami 116-105. The Memphis Grizzlies stop Utah 117-111. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 26 points. And Oklahoma City steamrolled Houston tonight 133-96. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 29. Again, the Nuggets beat the Mavericks tonight at the Ball Arena in Denver 118-109. We'll hear Jason Kidd discuss it coming up in a little bit. But when we come back, we'll bring you tonight's play of the game highlight here on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
This is Chuck Cooperstein. People.
In the drawing room, a group of suspects gathered. The detective has solved the mystery.
Ladies and gentlemen, the butler did it.
You'll never catch me. The butler darted to his getaway car. But what he didn't know is this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Wait, what?
And his car is no match for the detective's Nissan Rogue or its standard VC turbo engine. Save on one of your own at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select models. Availability is limited. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months available on new 2023 Altima, Rogue, and Pathfinder when financed through NMAC. Must take delivery from new dealer stock. 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Offer ends 2/28/23.
The North Central Texas Council of Governments wants your feedback on transportation and air quality plans for North Texas. Join us on Monday, February 6th as we hold a public meeting to gather your input, which we will use to help create programs for our residents. You can participate via phone, online, or in person. Either way, we want your input. That's February 6th. For more information, visit nctcog.org/input and click on February Public Input. That's nctcog.org/input.
On 97.1 The Freak. Time now for the play of the game on the Mavs Radio Network.
Well, Luka Doncic 1 assist shy of a double-double tonight. He had 9 dimes, none better than this one to JaVale McGee.
Trots it through the center circle. To his right, chased by Brown and Jokic to McGee underneath, and he stuffs it and almost brings the rim down against Porter.
Mavs would lose to the Nuggets, though, 118-109, but Luka's pass to JaVale McGee, that would be tonight's play of the game on the Dallas Mavericks.
Ready to rock your luck? Play Cash Blitz scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery for your shot at top prizes from $5,000 to $1 million. Or enter for a chance to win a VIP trip to an iHeartRadio event or concert. Plus, 50 lucky winners will travel to Austin to play the $10 million Cash Blitz Challenge and attend the iHeart Country Festival. Play Cash Blitz scratch tickets for a chance to rock your luck. Visit TexasLottery.com for odds. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
For almost 3 decades, the team of lawyers at Frankel & Frankel has helped more people in DFW and throughout Texas get awarded the financial compensation they deserve following car, truck, and motorcycle wrecks. There are no out-of-pocket costs to hire Frankel & Frankel or for the quality medical treatment they'll get you. Let them fight the insurance companies on your behalf to get you everything you deserve from your wreck. Call 214-333-3333. That's 214-ALL-3s or online at truckwreck.com. Frankel & Frankel, Principal Office, Dallas, Texas.
Want to shop for your new Mazda your way? Now you can. Visit Denton Mazda and save on your favorite new models. Get 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on a new 2022 Mazda CX-5 Preferred. Or build and reserve your dream car at preordermymazda.com, where your next vehicle is just clicks away. And they'll guarantee your trade for up to 6 months when appraised. Start at preordermymazda.com or shop online at dentonmazda.com. That's dentonmazda.com.
The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
He has been called to an adventure. His heart aches to go. His family says no. He knows his destiny is out there. Wistfully, he scans the horizon. The breeze tussles his hair. Dusk is approaching. He watches the sun set. He watches 2 suns setting. In 1977, movies changed forever. And so did the hopes and dreams of a generation, all because of one man and his imagination. The cosmic clash of good against evil a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. This is the story of that man and his dream, the people who made it happen, and the people who did their very best to stop it dead. It was made on a shoestring and dumped into a handful of theaters, and then it changed the world. This is a 7-part deep dive inspired by an unforgettable classic movie. From Wondery, I'm Mark Ramsey, and this is Inside Star Wars.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
IC Equal Opportunity Lender.
Now back to Dallas Mavericks basketball
on 97.1 The Freak.
Well, a bad second quarter would be the difference tonight. The Nuggets outscoring the Mavs 35-19 in the second. Denver goes on to win 118-109. Mavs have now lost 3 in a row, as we hear from head coach Jason Kidd.
Jason, where did you
Where or why did you think the game kind of got away from you there in the middle quarters?
Yeah. You look at the second quarter there, the start, they went on an 11-2 run. Give them credit. Their bench is good. And so for that, we kind of let the game get away. It's a 1-point game after one. You're on the road. You're sitting in a good place against the best team in the West. And so we have to look at doing a better job in that starting that second quarter. We just got off to a really, really slow start.
How bad did Jeff Green hurt you guys tonight?
He was good. He's a vet. He took advantage of the younger players guarding him. And then when you have someone like the Joker who can pass the ball, he did a great job of finding open space and using the cut to get to the rim.
But you guys did get back to Big Ten with a little bit of 8 minutes left.
Yeah, and we had a great look there to put a little bit more pressure. Just didn't go down for us, and then they come down and score. And getting Luka and those guys back in the game, we just couldn't get over the hump.
Did you feel going into tonight, Michael Malone was talking about this, teams kind of have to guard against the pre-All-Star, 1 foot out the door type mentality. Did you feel like you had to guard against that in any way?
No, we talked about it this morning, just understanding how hard this game is, that you can think about the vacation or break. But I thought the guys did a really good job of playing hard and putting themselves on the road against the best team in the West, cutting it to 10 with that group that was out there playing with pace and getting stops. That's all you can ask for. And I thought the guys did a really good job.
What you saw out of Lawson and Kenley, right?
I thought Lawson and Wright did a really good job. Lawson gave us a spark. We weren't shooting the three well, and he came off the bench and gave us a lift. And then defensively, again, being able to rebound in his position, I thought he did a really good job. And then Wright running the pick and roll, he found guys. And again, he's done this for us with his speed, being able to get in the paint or being able to finish or make the right play.
How much did you guys, miss some of your starters out there, like Kyrie and Tim?
We miss everybody, but you got to play with the guys that are suited up, and that's just been part of the season for us. We've had injuries like everyone else. Gives the next guy the opportunity to play, and I thought those guys played hard tonight to put ourselves in a position to win.
There is head coach Jason Kidd as the Mavericks lose.
If you're looking to get a new car, you could really cut expenses by bundling your car and renter's insurance with Progressive. Sure, you love your old car, but you know it's not normal to give instructions on how to open the window. It should be self-explanatory, but it's not. And notice how when you're in other people's cars, you can feel cushion in the seats? That's pretty nice, right? No, it's just normal. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and put the savings toward a new car. It's time. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
Are you ready for some college basketball? Are you a true Red Raider? Don't miss any of the college basketball action this season from the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Listen each week on KFXR 1190 AM as your Red Raiders compete for a Big 12 title. Root on your Red Raiders on 1190 AM or on your iHeartRadio app. For scheduled information, visit texastech.com. That's texastech.com. Don't miss any of the action this year. Go Red Raiders.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Ticket free. That's code HOOPS on Jackpocket, the official digital lottery partner of the Dallas Mavericks.
Now back to Dallas Mavericks basketball on 97.1 The Freak. Time now for the game summary on the Mavs Radio Network.
Well, the Mavericks hanging around on the road in the first quarter tonight. A great opening 12 minutes by Luka at 17 in the first. Dallas trailed 26-25 after one. But when he went out to begin the second quarter, that's when the Nuggets made their move. They went on a 13-2 run to begin the quarter. Nikola Jokic, after a quiet first quarter, scored 11 points in the second quarter. Denver led 61-44 at the break. In the third, the closest the Mavs got was 13 points. They were down by 18 after three. Early in the fourth, got down by 21, but went on a 12-1 run to close to within 10. But that is as close as they would get before the final seconds as the Mavericks lose this one tonight, 118-109. Luka led the way, 37 points in this one. They got 17 from Christian Wood, 11 from McKinley Wright, and 10 from A.J. Lawson. Mavs shoot 46% tonight, 36% from three, 14 of 39. They were 17 of 20 at the free throw line. Mavs got out rebounded 43-31. Dallas 12 turnovers for 15 Denver points. For the Nuggets, they were led by Jeff Green off the bench with 24. Meanwhile, their 5 starters in double figures. Michael Porter Jr. with 22. Nikola Jokic, his 21st triple-double this year, 14 points, 13 boards, 10 assists. They got 14 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 12 from Vlatko Konchar, and 10 points from Bruce Brown. Nuggets shoot 57% tonight, 11 of 31 from three, 35.5%, 11 of 15 at the free throw line. They had 13 turnovers for 10 Mavericks points. With the win, Denver improves to an NBA best 27-4 at home.
The North Central Texas Council of Governments wants your feedback on transportation and air quality plans for North Texas. Join us on Monday, February 6th as we hold a public meeting to gather your input, which we will use to help create programs for our residents. You can participate via phone, online, or in person. Either way, we want your input. That's February 6th. For more information, visit nctcog.org/input and click on February Public Input. That's nctcog.org/input.
AT&T Fiber presents a straightforward moment inspired by straightforward pricing.
And now we just cube the pancetta as such.
So what's on the menu tonight? This carbonara I found online. It's fire. You gonna love it, Mom.
I hope you hold on to this AT&T Fiber, son. It's nice.
Yeah, you should settle down now that you're a good gillionaire.
Oh, I am. I finally found the one internet I've been looking for my whole life.
So no more one-year stands.
No, I'm done with all that. With AT&T Fiber, there's no price increase at 12 months.
What about equipment fees?
Nope.
Those were never any good for you.
Exactly. But now everything's completely straightforward.
Well, in the spirit of being straightforward, I never liked any of your old ones.
Me neither. Blah.
Y'all never told me that.
But we're being straightforward now, which feels good, yeah?
Yeah. Now let's get straightforward about that girl he's been seeing.
Straightforward is better. No equipment fees, no data caps, no price increase at 12 months. Live like a gagillionaire with AT&T Fiber. Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
In the drawing room, a group of suspects gathered. The detective has solved the mystery.
Ladies and gentlemen, the butler did it.
You'll never catch me. The butler darted to his getaway car. But what he didn't know is this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Wait, what?
And his car is no match for the detective's Nissan Rogue or its standard VC turbo engine. Save on one of your own at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select models. Availability is limited. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months available on new 2023 Altima, Rogue, and Pathfinder when financed through NMAC. Must take delivery from new dealer stock. 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Offer ends 2/28/23.
Work nights. Spice up your life and leave the shopping, cooking, and cleanup to them. Book today at Deshawn's Catering. That's DESHONS catering.com.
To learn more about how Comerica supports all small businesses, visit Comerica.com/succeed. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Now back to Dallas Mavericks basketball on 97.1 The Freak.
So we have reached the All-Star break here for the Mavericks, and unfortunately the Mavericks head into the All-Star break on a 3-game losing streak after falling at Denver tonight 118-109. Mavericks 31-29. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, of course, headed to Salt Lake City. They'll be part of the All-Star weekend, the All-Star game themselves, and we'll see if they're on the same team or if they are drafted to separate teams. Then everyone else gets away for a little bit before reconvening for the final 22-game sprint towards the playoffs. And certainly the break is going to do everyone some good. And hopefully we will see Maxi Kleber coming out after the break. The Mavericks need some help on the defensive end of the floor. Also getting Tim Hardaway Jr. back as well will be key. And, of course, Kyrie Irving as well. We'll see if the Mavericks can get everybody back together to make that final push to the postseason. And they will begin things a week from Thursday with a very important 6-game homestand as they will begin against a San Antonio team that has lost 14 consecutive games. This will be just the second time this year the Mavericks have seen the Spurs. The other time was on New Year's Eve, where the Mavericks had to survive to win the game 126-125, and that was the night where Luka Doncic went off for 51 points. So we will see what happens in the second of 4 meetings between the Mavericks and the Spurs. So a week from Thursday, tip-off will be at 7:30 at the American Airlines Center, and our pregame show will get you ready beginning at 7 o'clock. So that's going to wrap up the broadcast tonight. I'd like to thank J.J. Jackson and Garrett Wood for all of their great work and assistance in the studio tonight. Now for Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis, I'm Mike Peasley. Once again, your final score tonight, the Denver Nuggets 118 and the Dallas Mavericks 109. Until we talk again a week from Thursday, have a great night, everybody. This has been Dallas Mavericks basketball on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
You've been listening to Dallas Mavericks basketball on the.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
That doesn't sound good.
Paper shredder's jammed, but I think I fixed it.
Oh, well, try shredding these $50 bills then.
Seems like it's working.
Better try another $400.
Stop. Instead of using money, use regular paper. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
The Cane's secret weapon, tangy cane sauce. And always ready in the crucial supporting role, Texas Toast. The perfect backcourt partner. It's crinkle cut fries. All season long, enjoy the all-star lineup at your Raising Cane's. Proud partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Go Mavs.
This is Chuck Cooperstein. UT Dallas is home to the largest NCAA Division III athletics program in Texas and the second largest in the U.S. UTD's Comets have won 22 conference titles in the last 5 years. Compete at a university known for its academic rigor and career focus. Visit us in person or visit online at utdallas.edu. Go UT Dallas and go Mavs.
You ain't seen nothing. This is Ford Truck Month, Texas. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight. Like the Ford F-150 or the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger pickups. So get into Ford Truck Month, Texas, and see what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you. There's a great selection in stock and ready for delivery today. Based on 1977 to 2022 calendar year total sales.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
97.1, thefreak.com.
KEGLFM, Fort Worth, Dallas.
97.1, The Freak.
The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Seeley.
It is Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from a teacher's disturbing confession to the most uncomfortable question in the world. And Microsoft's new chat AI goes completely unhinged. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Happy hump day.
Hello, Seeley.
How we doing?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. Send us a dispatch. All you have to do is go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch now. You can also watch the show. Facebook, YouTube, or twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Pretty good.
Good. Fritz on the Street coming up later today.
No, that's the best part about taking Monday off is that you're one day closer to Fritz on the Street.
That's true, but
I'm
we
a
missed
fan.
all the news on Monday.
Yeah, well, we could do that every now and again, I think, and we'll still try to pull it together for a good performance for Fritz on the Street today. We'll see how all of that goes. Let's start as we always do. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Senator Kennedy, who was talking to the press about all these UFOs and balloons and had a weird thing to say at the end of it. Okay. Here he is. Let's listen to him.
This has been going on for a long time.
Excuse me?
At least 2017. And last week we were told 2019.
Are those people so close to him?
There's a gaggle of people all around him with cell phones pointed at his face.
If I was in his position, I would be so uncomfortable. I couldn't get my words together because I have one man whose a nipple is on my right shoulder and then the other lady who's on my back breathing.
Yeah, she's around the backside of him over his shoulder with her phone recording what he's saying. So he says this has been happening for a long time, at least, 10 years or whatever.
2017.
Number of years, he said. So 5 years or 6 years. And now at the end is the weird part. And I go, wait, what did he just say?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Lock your doors tonight.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Bye.
Wait, hold on. What did you learn at this hearing?
And
Lock
then
your
it
doors?
says nothing. Walks away.
Lock your doors tonight. And then he turns
Sleep with one eye open. Bye.
What, buddy? What did you say?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Lock your doors tonight.
All right, so
someone laughed at the end of it.
Like, whoa, all right, I guess I gotta lock my doors.
Yeah, someone was uncomfortable. That's why they laughed uncomfortably.
What are we doing? Then we gotta lock our doors tonight.
The some extra ring cameras, Bob.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can't drop a bomb like that and just saunter away. We gotta know what the hell's going on here.
I mean, also worth mentioning. I think people should lock their doors every night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just in case.
Probably good safety wise. It's just a smart thing to do. I try to do that these days.
You try?
Yeah. I
mean, you don't lock your doors.
Well, it automatically locks now. I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Otherwise, I screw it up.
Yeah, I'm never gonna actually share what I was about to say.
No, don't do that. Don't give away any security secrets.
I lock my doors all the time, and I make sure that my giant guard dogs and security team are readily available every single night.
All those guns are right
huge
there,
guns,
ready to be fired at any moment. I saw this headline and I was like, oh, okay. It seems like we don't know too much about some of these things that we shot down with our fighter jets. The headline says, White House tells governors thousands of objects in the sky aren't aliens. They could be used car lot balloons. And I'm like, wait, do we know so little about these things?
That's so embarrassing.
That we're up there shooting down wacky, inflatable, flailing arm guys who somehow escaped away into the clouds?
I saw some TikTok guy who released a weather balloon and then put a dildo at the end of it.
Okay.
And then, released it out of a U-Haul and then immediately called the cops. He's like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm seeing a big old balloon right here in the middle of wherever he was.
Can you imagine they scramble a fighter jet?
Hilarious.
Shoot a $400,000 missile.
They scramble a fighter jet and shoot down a dildo balloon. That would be the chef's kiss on 2023.
And I want to see a press conference where they don't know what the payload is. And they're like, we found this object that was attached to the balloon and we're investigating further. And
lock your doors tonight.
Lock your doors, holding a big giant dildo in front of everybody. That would be a 2023 swerve, and I'm ready for it. And they said, yeah, we don't know what this is. These are no UFOs, though. This is not an invasion of aliens. Of course it's not an invasion of aliens. How stupid does it sound that aliens would invade our country and then fly up balloons? That doesn't make any sense.
It sounds stupid, but then what are you expecting civilians to think when you're not talking about what you're shooting down?
There's the problem. When you let TikTok control the conversation and you're not going out there and telling them what it is. And I think the reason they're not doing it is because they don't know. They don't know what they're shooting out there.
So it might be aliens.
They could be, yeah. We can't roll them out just yet, though they say they are. I've been following what's going on in East Palestine, Ohio, with this whole situation with the train wreck. There was 150 cars in that train wreck we were talking about. And all the politicians, including the governor, Mike DeWine, I believe is his name,
he's coming out and he's like, don't worry, the air is just as clear as it was before. And the water is totally drinkable, everybody.
Yeah,
Look,
right.
the U.S. government would never lie. Flint would never lie to anybody about your water being perfectly fine to drink. That would never be something that they do. If I lived in East Palestine, I would get the hell out of there right now. I would get away because there's more and more coming out about this that seem to be concerning details. And there's not enough attention being driven into this. And the idea that we talked about it yesterday, it just kind of glazed over it, that the train company responsible for this. And mind you, what started this apparently was one of the wheels of the train had a failure. And so it busted off, and that led to the train being derailed. When I say wheel, I mean the part where it attaches to the track.
Something that I would think people kind of look over before we start the big commute with the giant chemicals.
Maybe go around and kick the wheels a little bit, see if we're ready to go. But that's what happened. That fell off and the train derailed. And the idea that they were like, we're going to give you $25,000 plus $1,000 each for an inconvenience fee because we're so nice. And, don't worry, nothing to worry about here. Yes, there's fish that have died. Of course, there's some chickens that have died. Yes, I think there was some foxen. Is that the plural of fox? Foxen?
I believe so.
There's some foxeye out there that have died. But everything's fine. Just drink up.
I say this with confidence. I follow a fox account on Instagram, Cute Foxes, and they have been on top of this train accident.
Have they really?
Because they have a sanctuary over there in which they're in touch with and keep giving the updates. And this was weeks ago.
And that's a sanctuary where some of them died, right?
Yes. And it continues to happen. And not to mention, you think about what's happening in the immediate moment and not considering what these people are going to have as far as side effects years from now.
Yeah. Remember when after 9/11, they had all these brave first responders out there. They had people digging through the rubble for a week trying to find as many people that maybe were alive by some miracle. And they went through there and they're like, get in there. We got to do the best we can. And then what happened 10 years later? A lot of those people started to get really sick. And then we wouldn't even help them as a government. We wouldn't even help some of these people out who were digging through that rubble and ended up having lung issues and all kinds of other problems. If you want to say that you purposely blew up, because that's what they did. This was a controlled explosion of this stuff because they were afraid it was going to leak out another way. So let's blow it up on purpose to be safer. If you think that there's going to be no repercussions to people who are inhaling this out there, you're out of your mind. So keep your eyes on that story in East Palestine, Ohio. It's a small town, and they're dealing with a lot as a result of this. They said one video shows what appears to be a wheel bearing in the final stage of overheat failure moments before the derailment. That's the National Transportation Safety Board talking. The suspected overheated wheel bearing has been collected and will be examined by engineers. So they're looking further into the actual cause of all of this. And then you see stories like this. It's like, hey, boy, this is such a big surprise that we'd have more news coming out that perhaps there were more toxic chemicals than they first reported in this crash. No way. They weren't being totally honest. Listen to this.
Today, the EPA said the train that derailed and caught fire in East Palestine, Ohio, was carrying and actually released more
Such a weird town name,
than
huh?
was first reported. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine also revealing that the train was not categorized as carrying high-risk chemicals. He now wants Congress to look into that. Water quality has been one of many concerns following that disaster. Chemicals did reach the Ohio River, and 3,500 fish have likely died in streams.
Great, no problem.
But Ohio officials today trying to reassure the public.
Yeah, they keep coming out like, don't worry, everything is just fine. We're totally good to go here. And I think most people are looking at this situation and going, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to necessarily trust that right now. I'm going to go with my instinct and stay away as much as I can, even though some of them can't, as a result of some other issues that they're facing.
Yeah, but I imagine that some people can't just get up and go somewhere. And it takes finances. It takes, you have to go to work.
You got jobs.
You got a whole place.
They got families. They got their animals. They got their pets. Anyhow, I feel bad for a lot of the folks who are there. So
you can stay at Sean's house if you need for a couple weeks.
It's a long ways away, but I'll take one of you in. There's a lot of people talking about this, and Justin over on Discord says this is going to spread much further than Ohio. It was a big, gigantic plume of mess. Pamela's saying, what an S show. Yeah, it's really a mess, and they're not giving it enough attention. So I'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep you updated. I did want to share this with you because this is absolutely crazy to me. We keep talking on this show about the plight of teachers, especially when they're at schools where the administrators won't help them out when they've got a kid who's troublesome, when they got one of these kids that's being a problem child in the classroom. The great example being that 6-year-old that shot his damn teacher.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
All of the alarm bells should have been going off.
When there was every indication that the 6-year-old was willing and equipped to shoot his teacher.
Yeah,
Every indication.
Or anybody.
3.
Yeah.
That they ignored.
All of the information was there, and they still didn't do anything. So here's another story from a teacher. This is a possible worst day of teaching I've ever had from a ninth grade teacher. This morning in my first hour English class, a ninth grader came into class drunk and stumbling. She had apparently been drinking on the bus ride to school and had a mostly empty bottle of Malibu, which I didn't even know people still drank, but I guess ninth graders
Oh my God, you just sent a shiver down my spine.
Malibu I drank when I was
like high school, if we all got a bottle of it, and it was one of the worst drunks I've ever had.
Yeah, you get a hangover from that one, I think.
Yeah, there was a recent, I think I have a bottle of Malibu actually, like at home, because the wife had to pick up a bar shift at the pool, and everybody was ordering like for something clicks in people when they're next to a body of water. They switch up what they drink. It happens to me too.
I do it too. I did it when we were in Jamaica doing the show.
So it's not Malibu for me, but for a lot of people it is. They're like, oh, we're at a pool, we want a Malibu and diet or a Malibu and pineapple or something. And so my wife said, I got to know what all the fuss is about, and she picked up a bottle of Malibu on the way home, and we started making drinks with it. And she was like, "This is terrible. This is liquid. It's liquid.
It tastes like suntan lotion.
Yeah,
it does. It's not great, but I guess with the ninth graders, it's still huge. She came in with a mostly empty bottle of Malibu and some pineapple juice in my classroom with her. When I confronted the ninth grader, she threw a huge tantrum and drank the rest of the bottle in front of me. I called the principal's office and let them know what happened and that she was being sent down. I tried to start finally getting into class, and the other students were all excitedly talking amongst themselves about how cool and badass the girl was for this. They said,
can't wait to see her story time on TikTok.
Yeah, she came back from the administration 10 minutes later and said proudly they couldn't send her home because her mom was at work and denied her permission to leave school. Apparently, the only consequence was the admin confiscating the bottle from her, but she had already drank the whole bottle of Malibu. This is the first class of the day, so now there's a drunk, disruptive student at the school and other classes for the rest of the day. I've never felt so humiliated, angry, and powerless as a teacher.
Is there not an in-school suspension, like an area in which
there used to
they
be.
Can go, but they just send them back to class?
Yeah, we used to have ISS, and you put all the bad kids in one place. Maybe not here. How do we fall so far from giving students consequences for seemingly anything, the teacher says? And God, I can feel you. I mean, that must be.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
That doesn't sound good.
The paper shredder's jammed, but I think I fixed it.
Oh, well, try shredding these $50 bills then.
Seems like it's working.
Better try another $400.
Stop. Instead of using money, use regular paper. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
Are you ready for some college basketball? Are you a true Red Raider? Don't miss any of the college basketball action this season from the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Listen each week on KFXR 1190 AM as your Red Raiders compete for a Big 12 title. Root on your Red Raiders on 1190 AM or on your iHeartRadio app. For scheduled information, visit texastech.com. That's texastech.com. Don't miss any of the action this year. Go Red Raiders.
Leftovers or the DMV
Number 97.
or house cleaning or Chumba Casino always brings the fun. Play over 100 different games online for free from anywhere. You could redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. Live the Chumba life. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Ready to rock your luck? Play Cash Blitz scratch tickets from the Texas Lottery for your shot at top prizes from $5,000 to $1 million. Or enter for a chance to win a VIP trip to an iHeartRadio event or concert. Plus, 50 lucky winners will travel to Austin to play the $10 million Cash Blitz Challenge and attend the iHeart Country Festival. Play Cash Blitz scratch tickets for a chance to rock your luck. Visit TexasLottery.com for odds. Must be 18 or older. Play responsibly.
Shopify presents cool sheets from aha to
lying awake while you bake isn't cool. I suffered from the wrong kind of hot in bed, heat-induced insomnia. That was my aha moment. Bed sheets that keep you cool. Then I thought, how do I even sell bed sheets? That's when I had the idea that made it all possible, signing up on Shopify. With the help of Shopify's intuitive online store creator, I started selling sustainable bamboo sheets that keep cool year-round. And my cool idea became a reality. Hot sleepers around the world rejoice. Shopify makes it simple to keep your cool while starting and growing your business. Start selling with Shopify today and join the commerce platform powering millions of businesses worldwide. From aha to anything is possible.
This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Start selling online today. Sign up for a free trial at shopify.com/iHeartFree. Shopify.com/iHeartFree.